Quick, check this out right now. Covicoin will be going parabolic thanks to this huge partnership. If you're watching this video right now, this is your unique chance to get these tokens at a discount before the token experiences a price pump. But hurry up because this promo is not going to last long. Don't miss a single second of this video. Let's go. Disclaimer. What's up, Shib Army? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're the first to know once there's a new video up on the channel. This channel is dedicated to providing you with the best and latest info on SHIBAINU along with all the hottest new crypto projects around, so make sure to subscribe. Before we begin, please note that this video does not constitute financial advice. This video is made strictly for entertainment purposes, so please do your own research and be sure you understand the project before you invest. With that said, let's check out today's video. If you've been following the channel for a while now, then you've heard me talk about Covicoin. This is a project that is set to revolutionize the world of healthcare as we know it through the power of blockchain technology. In past videos, I covered the details of this project extensively. Covicoin had its soft launch in September, and to mark its 1-month anniversary, the team decided to reduce the buy fee for all intending buyers. If you missed out on that opportunity to load your bags, well, the Covicoin team is feeling festive again. So now you have another opportunity to buy some Covicoin at the reduced buy fee. This time, the Covicoin team is celebrating a successful partnership with a government agency. So, as you can see, it's a pretty big deal because this spells huge possibilities for the token's future. If you missed out on the last one, then make sure not to miss out on this one because this token is very likely to do 100 times in 2022. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you why. So, just in case you missed the video where I talked about Covicoin, I'd advise you to check out past videos so that you have a full understanding of what the project is about. For the sake of those who need a refresher though, I'll be doing a brief summary. However, I won't be going into great detail like I did in previous videos, so please check out those videos for extensive information about this project. Plus, I'll leave all the relevant links in the description as well, so you can check those out too. With that said, here's a brief summary about the Covicoin project. Covicoin is a token that aims to address the deep-rooted challenges associated with the healthcare delivery all over the world. Our healthcare systems might appear robust on the outside. However, if you work in this sector, then you're intimately aware of the shortcomings that plague this sector. Especially in developing countries, these issues are prevalent and overwhelming, and we saw the especially damaging effects of all these shortcomings during the global pandemic. Through the Project X framework and other aspects of the Covicoin project, the Covicoin team hopes to put an end to these issues once and for all. And the government partnership the team just scored happens to be a huge milestone in the actualization of this vision. Now let's talk about some of these issues that Covicoin is looking to solve. The first is the unfair allocation of medical supplies. In the healthcare sector right now, medical supplies are typically distributed based on who has more resources rather than on who needs them the most. This is very damaging as it means that people could lose their lives just because they don't have enough. You probably don't need to be convinced that things don't have to be this way. So, the Covicoin is looking to solve that. Another challenge with the healthcare sector, which I'm sure that everyone has experienced at some point, is the issue of red tape. Because of the many bottlenecks and the high level of bureaucracy often encountered with administering healthcare, medical intervention is often delayed, which can sometimes lead to death or debilitating damage. Covicoin is looking to address the issues with bureaucracy as well. A third challenge experienced in the healthcare sector globally is financial difficulty. Developing countries probably have it the worst as lack of funds might have made it nigh impossible to build a robust healthcare system that caters to the needs of citizens. Plus, with many citizens living in poverty and without access to traditional banking and health insurance services, many are unable to get the proper healthcare that they need. However, these dire situations are not limited to developing countries alone. There is a vast majority of people in developed countries who cannot access traditional banking services or insurance coverage. Once again, Covicoin steps in to provide a solution. Now we know the issues, but how exactly does Covicoin plan to solve these issues? Well, the core of the Covicoin proposition is a framework called Project X. Project X is a healthcare framework on which different aspects of the Covicoin project hinges. All Covicoin holders will be leveraging the Project X framework, which will promote a faster, more efficient healthcare delivery system. With the framework, governments and hospitals can collaborate with one another and within themselves to facilitate faster operations. Also, with CoviHub, another aspect of the project hosted on Project X, governments will be able to issue subsidies and insurance policies to its citizens. Citizens will then be able to leverage these provisions from their government to get access to the medical supplies they need. Of course, it goes without saying that Covicoin will be the native token of this project. I should also talk about the charity algorithm developed by the Covicoin team called CoviAI. This algorithm will help to make distribution of charity funds among nations fairer and more transparent. With CoviAI, we can now ensure that countries that get access to charity funds are those who actually need those resources. This will be determined based on the state of the country's healthcare system, which will in turn be determined based on the country's GDP and HDI. The Covicoin project is particularly powerful because of its adoption potential. That's why I sincerely believe that this token has 100 times potential. But of course, don't take my word for it, do your own research. Nevertheless, we're looking at the possibility of 8 billion individuals all over the world. About 200 governments, close to 200,000 hospitals, and roughly 300 medical MNCs adopting this token. And good news, one government is already interested in the project, as I mentioned earlier. In fact, a letter of intent has already been signed, which is as good as saying the partnership has been successfully closed. The Covicoin team just has to fulfill a few criteria first though, one of which it already has successfully fulfilled. And get this, once the partnership is finalized, Covicoin might just become the first ever government-backed DeFi token. That's huge. The development has come after a long period of negotiation, and the team is projecting that the partnership might go into effect from March 2022. But as I said, there are a few requirements to be met. First off, Covicoin has to hit a price of at least 2 cents for a 7-day average. And good news, Covicoin has already fulfilled this requirement. The second requirement is for Covicoin to have a liquidity of at least 300 BNB or $300,000 in a 14-day average. With the first one fulfilled, the second shouldn't be too difficult. The team is already embarking on aggressive marketing along with buybacks and liquidity additions. From what the team projects, this second criterion should be met by February 2022. Once this is done, then from March, the first round of funding from said government will begin. Of course, Covicoin cannot reveal the government in question for now until things have progressed significantly. So make sure to follow the project's social media handles to get all the latest information. So here are the highlights of the investment. The government is committed to investing the sum of $700 million into the Covicoin project, and this funding will come in 3 rounds. The first will be $200 million in March, then another $200 million in June, and then the final installment of $300 million in November. The Covicoin team has said that 20% of the funds will go into the development of the CoviHub, which we talked about earlier, and the rest of the money will go into stabilizing the price of Covicoin at 20 cents by buying back and adding liquidity in several stages. In addition to funding, the investment will also come with an automatic listing at a top exchange in March 2022, along with the full integration of CoviHub once it is launched in Q3 2022. So, as you can see, this is a major deal for Covicoin. The team is obviously working hard on this project. To celebrate this win, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, Covicoin has announced a Black Friday special. From now till November 30th at 4 p.m. UTC, you'll once again be able to buy some Covicoin at a fee of 5% instead of 10%. In case you don't remember, Covicoin comes with tokenomics, which means you get passive income just for hodling. Tokenomics also means that there's a transaction fee though, but the Covicoin team is slashing that for the next few days. I don't know when next this offer will come, so I really think you should take advantage of it now, but of course this is just my opinion and not financial advice. Guys, if you've been skeptical about this project, the signed letter of intent by the undisclosed government should confirm to you that this project should be taken seriously. Plus, the team obviously has a strategy to help the token grow, which means that the early investors are going to be well rewarded in the future. And now you can even load up on those bags some more with a discounted fee. So don't miss out on this, guys. Plus, do your own research, of course. This video is not financial advice. I'll leave all the relevant links in the description, and you can let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please like the video and leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. If you're a true SHIBAINU fan, then you must check out this video.